Hello, welcome to my channel Favored Readings. Today we will be talking about the solstice that is happening now. The solstice is the longest night of the year for those who are in the northern hemisphere. For those who are in the southern hemisphere, it will be the longest day. Today's reading I will be using my spread based off of the longest night. Before I get started, I wanted to let everyone know that these are a general reading, which means that all the messages may not resonate. Some may be for you and some may be for others. Use your discernment to decide. Also, you have free will, so anything I say, you still have a chance to turn it around, to pick a different path. It's up to you. As well as, I'm not doing any personal readings at this time due to my own personal situations. And if anyone tries to message you in your inbox or in the comments as me offering you a reading, I will never offer a reading to anyone that wouldn't be a draw in the future and be publicly known. So if they're messaging you, it's a scam, and don't give them your hard-earned money, as you deserve to spend that on yourself. Now, I wanted to do something a little bit similar to on December 12th, when the cosmic gate opened for transformation and was starting to propel us towards our purpose in life. And it went through on December 18th with the full moon, and it's starting to amplify now that it's the 21st. So for the spread, what I wanted to do was pull one oracle card, two tarot cards, two tarot cards, one oracle card. I will be flipping the oracle cards first, and then moving into the, I guess you would call them advice cards for the tarot cards. The first question, before I get into that, I just wanted to let everyone know that the overall intuitive pick I picked for the pile was Unakite, which promotes self-awareness and self-love. That could be needed a lot right now. And normally I would like to do these as zodiac, elements, but due to all the intense energies, as well as recovering from being sick, I just wanted to do one overall collective video, and I will be back at giving everyone, the air, fire, earth, and water sign, so that I could be a little bit more personal, but not quite. All right, and we're starting off with my fairy oracle deck by, I think it's Arthur. Yeah, Arthur Rackham. And I will be listing all the decks and which order I use them in below, so that you may look at them and possibly get them yourself, or at least know and look up the meanings if you feel like you want to delve deeper into some of my personal insight messages here today. Okay, Spirit, for our favored ones, can we get what is the illusion? What illusion am I seeing in my darkest hour? What is the illusion that they're thinking in their darkest hour? What's not true for our favored ones here? Please and thank you. Right. And I'll be pulling out the cards, and then after that I will will flip them over for the reveal, just to get the shuffling out of the way. Number 2, for the 2 cards, since it's the 12th is December and then 21st is why I chose to do it this way. For our favored ones, how do they part ways with this illusion thinking? Please and thank you. Guides, guardians, and ancestors, higher selves. Please and thank you. Distraction, feeling discontentment. 8 of fire, which means wish fulfillment. So maybe you're getting tired of a wish fulfillment that you want from coming in, and that could be the illusion, is you thinking that it's not, or that it just might not be for you. That's what I'm getting here, but as I said, I'm going to be picking, education, focus, detail. You're educated, you're focused, you're detailed. Maybe some of you are feeling like you're not focused or you're not cut out for something, when the truth of the matter is you are. It came out. It jumped at me. It wants to do it again. Is this the card for one of the cards for the reading? Yes, keep it. Okay, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna shuffle for one more, and then we'll move on to the next deck. Okay, for our favorite ones, please. And that's a little stubborn energy. Maybe you feel, maybe you're dealing with some stubborn people, or the situation might be frustrated. It could be success, recognition, and enthusiasm. So they want you to be, not feel like you're good enough for the situation, when in fact you are successful and the wish fulfillment card keeps coming in, and the truthful, analytical, and outspoken. So the page of air, which is the page of, I feel like I need to talk like someone's like rush. You don't need to rush with your decisions and with accomplishing your goals. The page of swords, I also associate with, haters and stuff like that. People talking down on you. Maybe people think you're not good enough, and you're like letting their assessment of you get in the way of yourself. And it's always between you and spirit, who's and how far you've come from yesterday, that you should be worrying about, not what other people say. Endings, transformation, freedom. So this is the death card in the traditional deck, but it has the phoenix. So rise like the phoenix with the transformation of the cosmic energy. I just had to show that, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm excited. Okay, cut. There's second card, and move along. All right. So you guys can see that there. Hopefully you can see that there. You see a lot of me. Normally I have it there. There we go. There we go. And the other 2 cards that I'll be picking will be for how do I, should I do the oracle card pull first? Yes? Okay. For the other 1 card on the end, for the 1, 2, 2, 1, the one on the other end is how do I birth my authentic higher self? And if I didn't tell you, these cards are Radleigh Valentine's Guardian Angels Message Tarot. And this will be Victoria Francis's um, oracle deck. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna start that over. Look at Two of Cups. It seems like people are learning how to love themselves, or when starting a new relationship and learning how to love and open themselves up and be vulnerable. For some of you, that could be opening up the love for yourself and letting go of a situation that is outgrown. But also, this isn't me telling you have to let go of that situation. Every situation has a lesson. I didn't let go of a really bad relationship for a good of 10 years, and I had lessons to learn throughout that. And when I was done, I was done. And, so if you're not ready to let go yet, maybe there's more lessons there for you to learn. And usually that lesson is self love or sticking up for yourself and all those other kind of things. So do what you need to do for your soul. I love you and hope that you are doing well. For those who have a new relationship, congratulations, whether that be with yourself, friendship, or a new additional family member, whether that be adoption of a pet, a plant, an actual baby, and then that's the card. Oh, there it is. Keep looking down there for my water bottle. It's not down there. Pardon me. Okay. And last but surely not least, the two cards that will be pulled is how to embrace this new way of thinking of birthing that authentic higher self. And it will be, the two cards will be from the Waite Rider Tarot deck, which is a traditional deck. Come on, baby. Oh, that's amazing. So we have the moon cards. So it wants, one of the things is being cheeky, Spirit's being cheeky and being like, drop that illusion. That's how you do it. But the cards can be so sassy sometimes. So sassy. I love it though. Sometimes y'all need some tough love. I know I do, and I certainly appreciate it amongst friends. You will be successful. Don't give out your energy to everyone. You see how like she has it? It looks like a trophy almost, like you'll be victorious. Um, and that the angels are surrounding her. Also, in the movie Never Ending Story, I just noticed on this card, when he's at the final stretch before he finds out he was the one who was telling the story the whole time, and it wasn't, he wasn't just reading the never ending story, but he was making it himself, was when he had to walk through those two sphinx. And if you see right here on the thing, it kind of looks like those sphinx. So I feel like that transformation is almost at home stretch, and you're learning for yourself that you're the one who's guiding your life, you're the one who takes charge. Get that therapy, get that education, make a change of job, put yourself out there for love, make sure you're speaking out for your boundaries. You're like, oh, not being people pleasing anymore, stuff like that. But I really thought that was really cool. The Sphinxes is that you're coming to that home stretch. You're learning that you're the one who opens up that chalice and decides whether or not you share your energy with others. And I think that's super beautiful and a really cool message. I've never seen that before. Eight of Wands yet again with the wish fulfillment coming in. Come on, guys, it's amazing. Or, sorry, come on, y'all. I'm doing my best to work on being more inclusive with my addressing others, I guess you would want to call it. Wheel of Fortune. So Page of Wands. So taking action and starting anew. I'm getting ahead of myself. Ahead myself. And again, it's telling me I've shuffled enough. We're successful. Just kept the deck. Those two. All right. I'm excited. Okay. I'm gonna get out my little booklets here. As if they would like to come over to me. Come on over, don't be shy. Okay. So that they're out and ready. We have number 31. So I feel like some of you may be proud of something that you're passionate about, and someone may be, well, it did have that Page of Swords come out, so I feel like some haters, because it looks like she's like glaring at him while he's showing off his new red clothes, which red symbolizes passion. But at the same time, even though you have like those haters and people glaring at you being like you can't do it and stuff like that, there's also this little fairy in the corner who looks so proud of the accomplishment that this child is showing, and I think that's amazing. So I think what it wants you to know that for your illusion in your darkest hours is, even though there may be some that are speaking down about you or may not see your passion as the way you do, there are those who are admiring you at the same time. So keep showing your passion, because look how happy, and they're without any color. So they're just upset because they don't have their passion. And you shouldn't let people who are jealous because they don't know what they want to do with their lives, or they feel like you've accomplished more than them in a small amount of time, so they're jealous of your accomplishments. It could be that someone in your same job, or someone in your family. Not all family is for you, but there are those like your support team, your soul family, your friends and stuff like that are like admiring how incredible you are showing your passion and happy you are, and they're cheering you on. They're like, yes, get it. But that's my intuitive messages. I'm going to still read from the book, as this is just, these oracle decks are still pretty new to me. No, I have it upside right. Did I go too far? I did. I ended up in Italian section. I've practiced some, but I'm not that good at it. Gossip. Yes, exactly. Two children are talking. The boy in the red hat is boasting, and the fairy is listening to all telltales and lies the boy shares with his female companion. Meaning, no one likes gossip. Be aware of what you say and who you say it to. This card suggests you be truthful to yourself and to others. So it could be that people are gossiping about you as well. It doesn't have to be directed at you. Um, my interpretation was a little bit different, but it did get down to it. It had to do with gossip. And, you know, this card suggests be truthful to yourself and others. Beware of those listening when you least expect it. If you're too focused on being the center of attention, you'll miss something important happening right in front of you. So the illusion, I like mine better than the book, but maybe it could be for some of you. Maybe some of you need to like stop gossiping. It's hard sometimes, to not speak about others. It becomes a habit, and habits do form, and it takes a little while to break, but it is worth it in the end to keep others' names out of your mouth. Um, but yeah, the illusion is that maybe you feel like you're being gossiped about, and maybe that's the illusion you need to let go of, is letting go of thinking that people don't want well for you. I liked my interpretation better. It felt like it resonated with me more. So that is what the book said. There may be some of you out there who do resonate with it. Personally, I don't claim that message. I feel like even if you do have gossip, or even if there isn't any gossip, and you have to let go of the illusion that there is gossip and people all want well for you. But yeah, I feel like it's like those are your friends admiring you. So even if you are in a space where people don't appreciate you, you are appreciated. All right, moving on. That was lovely. The two cards next to it is how do you part ways with this thinking, like thinking that you have to worry about what other people say about you, or the need to gossip. And depending on your situation, if you are, I'm not here to judge. I used to gossip as well. It is not the easiest thing to let go of when you're hurting inside. And for those who are hurting, call on Raphael. He's the archangel of healing, or wear green as it is the color of the heart, and most places that need healing for love is the heart. So eat green foods, wear green, stuff like that. If you don't believe in angels, as for other chakras, if you don't believe in chakras, then work on an affirmation. There's nothing wrong with telling yourself, I am worthy of respect. Everyone's doing their best. That's one of the ones that got me through it, is just breathing and say everyone's doing their best. And you can't argue with that. Everyone is doing their best. Everyone's best is different every day, and everyone's best looks different. All right. We have 8 of Pentacles. So education, focus, and details. So some of you may feel like you don't have enough focus or education for something, and that could be a part of why you feel like you're getting gossiped about. Or it could be you feel like people are gossiping about you in school. If that's the case, then I'm sorry to hear that. No one deserves to be bullied, and everyone deserves to feel respected, loved, and safe. Just keep working on what you're working on. With the feather, it shows that there is divine presence as you're working through this. So just remember that your spirit guides are there for you, or your support team is there for you if you need to talk. And even though you're educated, you can always learn more. Like you can see the one that looks like this one on the left looks kind of like the one that she first ever did. And over here, she tried to mimic it and it looked a little bit better. And then as she went, the designs got more intricate as she went along, right? But she felt like she, and it doesn't have to be gender specific, it could be he, she, they, them, they, there's a lot of them. Whatever it is that is your gender. There's details and whatnot, and you have all the tools. It's showing that you have the tools, and she looks like the person looks like they're ready to give up. You know, they're halfway done the project, and you know sometimes it's easy to keep doing what you think that you should be doing, but sometimes it's time to relook at your inner soul map. And that's what it looks like to me. She looks like she's really reevaluating, being like, is this what I'm even supposed to be doing? And then, you know, go from there. You still have all the tools. You don't have to do that design. She's like, wait, I already did 2 of these. I'm supposed to be doing another one. Should I just keep going and make that one, or should I readjust my situation and start a new one, because I'm supposed to have 2 of each here, and I already have 2 that look like that. Could also mean that you feel like your education and focus is fading, like it faded, it's not fully there with how the coin is not fully developed, but at the same time, you have the tools to develop that, so work on it. Four of Earth, which is 4 of Pentacles. It also has a double 4 there, so you could be seeing that, seeing that a lot. And it says frugalness, extravagance, as well as control. So maybe some of you are feeling like there could be some things that you feel like you need to control too much, not allowing things to flow in your life, or you're allowing these thoughts to control you. Because you see, 4 is the number for abundance, stability, and you know, for that meaning financial abundance or stability. It can mean emotional or, you know, physical. But there's a lock on the door, and she'd rather sit on the treasure she already has than try to move forward and unlock that door of opportunities. She'd rather just sit on what she already knows, feeling comfortable, instead of being uncomfortable by checking to see what's behind the next door for her stage of life. Worried about money. I usually try to say affirmations like I am abundant and the universe will always take care of you. And you gotta believe it may not happen in the way that you want it to, of course. I myself am learning this. Excuse me. Been trying to get a new gaming system. It's been years since I had one, but I've been trying to get one for a while. And at each turn, something has come up. I even went to go to a store instead of trying to get a secondhand, and they're like, "We're sold out." I'm like, "Oh, lovely." So I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna keep trying. Um, you know, so don't feel like you need to control a situation, or if you feel like you need to control what other people are saying about you, like what other people, like I said before, how they're like, don't worry about what these people are saying when you have this person speaking well of you, and you're like, feel like you need to control the situation, be like, no, they can't speak ill of me. And like, that's true, they shouldn't, but it's none of your business what people say behind your back. It's not. I feel like I just gave myself a lecture. Okay. um, I believe that that should go over how to part ways with the illusion of thinking that um, you know, that you don't have support, or that you can't move on, or that you don't have what it takes, or that you don't have enough focus or skills or detail, attention to detail. When you do have the education and focus and detail, and you do have a passion for it that makes you shine, whether that be a relationship, hobby, job, anything. All right, for how do I birth my authentic higher self, we have number 21. I'll look for intuitive messages, and then I will read from the book. It looks like he's like holding out, like what is it, tailgating, coasting. You know when you get too close to a car and it's like, can you put your car on coast or whatever it is, and you just coast along with spirit? That's what I'm getting, the intuitive message for you, like with the car, and you can like either choose what speed or settings you're doing, or you can put it on coast and know that the car is going to go in the right direction. All you got to do is pay attention. Now I'm rhyming. Lovely. Uh, but yeah, I feel like your spirit guides are leading you in the right direction. They just want you to coast with them. Um, with the ivy that's growing everywhere is that you'll have longevity, so you have time to birth your authentic self. Um, not everyone is going to, finish what their life lessons are during this lifetime. So don't feel rushed or panicked or anything. You'll do your best, and your spirit team knows what your plan was for when you came here. If you don't believe in multiple lives, then your spirit team will still be guiding you to achieve what you need to. You have longevity. As well as there's roses here that the angel is holding. So you will be fruitful. I forget what the other one is. I believe roses, depending on what color, is romantic love, but I know there's other messages as well. You can look it up online if you look up roses symbolism, if you are interested in knowing. But I believe the overall intuitive message was that car coasting, having, because you're still in the car. It's not like you've gotten out of the car, so you still got a hold on that steering wheel to make sure it goes, doesn't veer off too much. But at the same time, you're relying on spirit and your guides to pull you along. And still gonna read from the book. Sniffles here. I'm wiping my nose and stuff. I know that's TMI for some. I'm sorry. And for all of those who are wishing me well, thank you. I am making sure that I am hydrating and resting. The Stone Guardian, support, faith, and vulnerability. Yeah, so to trust in spirit and the process, to coast along, go with the flow. Each of us is a child of someone. As adults, however successful, important, or busy we are, from time to time, everyone needs support, guidance, and protection. This card suggests that there's a sense of vulnerability around you. It's important to know that your spirit guides are never far away, and even though these higher beings are not physical, they are never alone. You are never alone as they stand behind you, supporting your every move and decision. Yeah, even if you're not making the best of choices, they don't turn their back on you. They're not going to give up on you. Anytime you decide to start going towards your authentic self, they will be there and they'll be ready to help. Do not confuse faith with religion. Rather, faith is having strength to believe that there's a force greater than ourselves, ready to help us through difficult periods. Your protector may be an earthbound angel. Therefore, do not be afraid to talk to someone close if you need advice. It may be a friend or relative. You may be surprised at where support comes from at this time. Like I said in the original thing, that you have support here, and even though you may have people who don't support you, you have admirers over there being like, yes, you got your red soup, yes, you got your passion. And but yeah, with this is like how you birth your new authentic self is to trust in the process. Know that you are exactly where you need to be. If you want more messages, look within inside of yourself, meditate, whether that be movement meditation, silent meditation, music meditation. Call upon Archangel Gabriel, who is for messages, and ask him to bring messages for you if you are concerned or would like to know where to go next with yourself. Dig deep and find it. Okay. For our other two cards by the Waite Rider is how do you embrace this new way of thinking? Like, how do you embrace coasting with spirit? We have King of Swords and the Five of Swords. So with the Five of Swords, it usually means trying to one up someone. Like, you want to be better than other people. You may be jealous of how they live their life, and you may be like, why are they happy and I'm not happy? And you're trying to copy them or one up them. Like, you want to have the best extravagant party, or and your friend had a party or a dinner party. Now you want to have the best one, but it doesn't feel authentic because that's not you. That's not how you operate. Yeah, you want to do nice things, but are you doing it for the right reasons? You know, one-upmanship. You shouldn't be competing with anyone else but yourself. I said at the beginning of this reading is you don't compare yourself to anyone but the yesterday of you, and strive to be better than you today tomorrow. So if the only way to embrace your authentic self is stop trying to be like others. Stop thinking that you need to be a certain way, that you got to think a certain way, that if you have mental health issues, that you're not going to be as good as someone else at your job or in school or in life because you have them. And that's not true. If you're doing better than you did before yesterday and you keep working on yourself, then Spirit loves you and you're working on what you need to do. If you're not, then that's one of the things you need to part ways with and embrace your authentic self, is to only compare yourself to yourself. And that's my intuitive message from the Five of Swords. As for the King of Swords, I'm not getting any intuitive messages here yet. There's lots of butterflies on it, which means transformation. So it seems like transformation of the mind. I'm just going to pull out the book right quick. I can fall. And just confirm what the message is they want me to give you here. There it is. Authority and command, cool rationality, and sound advice. So yeah, they were saying that if you need to talk to friends and family and stuff like that, get sound advice, and but don't compare your life to them. Even though people give you advice, you don't have to take it. You still have free will and discernment to do as you please, and learn lessons as you're going to learn them. Pure decision, law and order, objectivity, self-assertion. Yeah, be assertive with yourself. My favorite ones, be assertive. So they want you to be assertive towards your passion, regardless of those who may be trying to one-up you, or if you are the one trying to one-up against others. To be your authentic self, you have to stop competing with others. And you got to be assertive with your own passions. Says for situations and advice, a decision you've been awaiting will be fair and impartial. An intelligent professional may provide you with sound business or legal advice. You may be acting in an overly cool and intellectual manner to exclude feelings and softer ways of relating to others. You are capable of much originality right now. Be original. That's what it was. In order to be authentic to yourself, it was in there the whole time. Yes. Be original. It's like you desire to break the mold and free yourself from restrictions of conventionality. You need to consider whether you are out of touch with your feelings and perhaps afraid to enter into an intimate relationship with another. Others may feel you are disregarding their opinions. So that's all of it in there. I also feel like it could be not only it may not be that only are you afraid to enter intimate relationships. It may be that you're afraid to leave toxic ones because that you may not find a new one that is better suited for you. It has nothing to do about whether or not you're better than the next person they get with, or they find someone better than you. It's not true. You'll only find someone who's better for you, and they will find someone who's better for them. Same with the job. They will find an employee that fits better for them, and you will find a job best suited for you. So, to be authentic is to be assertive and original with yourself and only compete against yourself. These are really powerful and beautiful messages. I really enjoyed reading it for you. Um, Remember that it is the Unakite, which is self-love and self-awareness. So be aware with your habits. Don't be speaking ill of others. And if you're worried about others speaking ill of you, remember that they're only opinions, and what people say behind your back doesn't matter, because spirit has your back. That's one of the things I've been trying to say recently to myself is spirit has your back. The universe is working in your favor. You are loved. So it's 4554 right now, which is I'm gonna clear it off, and um, I will until next reading. Hold it together. I really enjoyed doing a reading for my favored ones. If you enjoyed this reading, let me know. Give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all in the next reading. Until next time, remember to eat, hydrate, and have fun. All right, happy solstice.